I sat down with my accountant. He said I got to get me.
Here we go. Hey, here, got his right. Watch out here. Hey, pull that. I'm going back to you.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, Richard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And a Raider first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
15. First down, Raiders.
They'll run here with Ballage. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire deep for that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The drive will commence with a run by Ballage. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Rosen on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's see what you got. Check 52.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson, down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, P. 55, mark out, 55. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Mariota on the
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
6-man. Check girls.
One.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
It's out of time. It's out of time.
One.
Check 3.
Wait.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the screen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught at the 25.
Rosen's pass.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
A gain of 48 yards.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Anderson, the ball carrier.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. And it's complete. Hooper. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Mariota. Screenplay, Anderson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5-yard line.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. This is Richard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards the pickup. First down, Las Vegas.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd down all year long. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rosen will throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Las Vegas.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
35-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Mariota again. And finding the tight end Hooper. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yardage.
Okay.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Raiders
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Dontrell Hilliard on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly because they're not even over 100 yards.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Andrew Billings. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Rosen. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end.
Rosen's pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Gain of 13.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Carl Joseph. Rosen's pass intercepted. The Browns
trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
18-yard line.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tanner Muse there defensively. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score Browns 31, Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Raider first down.
On first down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made.
Rosen's pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is
when you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They run it again with Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run it again with Chubb. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that
into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. Richard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
On third down, Rosen. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and run with Balaj, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
3 on the play. First down, Raiders.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard.
47-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's a give to Richard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up.
Fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Las Vegas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Line number 10.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Jason Witten. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Jalen Richard. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.